Hey everyone, I'm not as into making the military MRE reviews like I used to. On this channel, I used to do these maybe one or two of them a month. These days we just do mostly pantry foods, civilian foods. But this right here today is a MRE from 1996. We've done reviews on older ones than this. We've done a whole bunch of reviews on newer ones that haven't expired yet. But this one right here is technically past the date, but MREs last a very long time. We've opened ones up in the brown bags. MREs were first made in brown bags in the late 80s up until the mid 90s. Then the tan bag here came out in 1996, and they still make them in tan bags, but the labels are a bit different these days. Until the mid 80s, the military used what's called a C ration. So you would get a cardboard box about this size with a whole bunch of little cans. Even the Jell-O, the peanut butter in it was all in a teeny little can you had to open. Now it's sealed away like this. So this right here is meal number 11, pasta with vegetables. I purchased a case of these about 6 years ago. We did a couple reviews on these older ones. Well, this is the last one remaining I have in my collection, and I want to open it today. So 1996, that means this here is about 29 years old. So let's open it on up, see what we got inside. I'll give everyone a close-up look at what the inside has. All right, here we go. So these older ones were pretty interesting. I have not opened a newer MRE that has things like freeze-dried food in it. Like, some of these older ones would have like a freeze-dried chunk of beef that you had to add water to. You don't really see that stuff anymore today. So right here we have a fudge brownie. Now we're going to see how that thing tastes today when we open it on up. Right here we have peaches. It comes in this cardboard box. If we open it up, there's going to be some kind of Mylar envelope, just like the brownie. I almost guarantee you this is bad. I'm feeling around. I can't feel individual peach slices. I feel like it completely deteriorated. Fruit, after only about 10 years, turns black and eventually turns into what looks like motor oil. This, I don't personally feel anything inside it. There could be when we open it. We'll pour it onto a plate to get a good look at it. But I've opened cans of peaches and stuff that were like 50 years old. They turn black, but you could still feel them. This is a weird situation we got going on there. So the next one we have here is chocolate beverage powder. I'm sure 100% that this is okay. We got a spoon. We have the condiments. We have iced tea drink mix. You don't usually see that. You usually see coffee, so that's interesting. I want to give that a try. Got Tabasco sauce, which all the older MREs used to have. They don't always have that now. Some of them still do, like the taco meals. They still got it. There's matches, salt. There's gum. That's to clean your teeth. There's a moist towel in there, a napkin. And here's the nutrition facts. And here's the actual meal, pasta with vegetables. I feel like it might be slightly deteriorated. Pasta sometimes deteriorates, especially if it's been through a freeze-thaw cycle. I have no idea if this has or not. Hasn't been since I've owned it, but I don't know where this was stored. This, I'm guessing, will be okay, but we're about to find out. And right here, it's on a... They wrote with black ink on a brown label, so it's very hard to read it. Cheese spread. Now I'll give everyone a close-up look. We're going to grab a plate, and we're going to start opening this stuff on up. All right, everyone. Close-up look. Just making sure everything focuses in case anyone wants to read it. Okay, here's the peaches. I feel like this is going to be disgusting. We're going to put that onto that plate in a moment. A lot of the older meals came with hot chocolate. The newer ones, typically not. And I missed this one. This is a cherry flavored beverage. We'll mix all this stuff up in a moment. And okay, we can read it a little bit better with this lighting. This is cheese spread for the crackers. I don't know, is this cheese still going to be okay? It doesn't, it feels like a big piece of rubber in there actually. It's not, I think it's going to be disgusting and probably stink. The brownie, I think it'll be okay. We're going to find out. Here's the heater. How's this old heater going to work? I know the newer ones are pretty hit or miss. I feel like the older ones were more reliable. We're going to find out in a moment. Okay, let's find out about these peaches. Are they going to be like I expect? They might stink and we might have to dispose of this immediately. Oh. Actually, that's a big surprise. Usually the stuff turns black. Wow. Okay, it's not diced. It's starting to, it's definitely been fermenting. Smells pretty sweet. Okay, that is awesome actually. Like, I've opened old fruits probably dozens of times on the channel and they've always been really, really gross. I don't know how this didn't go bad. I guess it's the Mylar. I know if it was in a can, that usually would have gone disgusting by then. Okay, let's open up the cheese, which I think is also going to be something that might be bad. Oh, yep. Oh, I shouldn't have put that up to my nose. Okay, you see? It's kind of solidified into one hard chunk. You saw how I was flexing it a bunch before I opened it? Yeah. Good luck spreading that. Look at that. It's brown in the middle. Oh, that's awful. That is awful. Okay, other than that, I think those are the products that have obviously started going bad. The rest of it I have a bit more confidence in. We're going to go dispose of this real quick. Yep, I instantly regret opening that cheese in the house because now the entire floor stinks. Ooh. Disgusting. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what some of this other stuff looks like. So, we've got to activate this heater, so we need some water. Alright, we're going to find out how the heater works after all these years. Okay, should be enough. Shake it around a little bit. Let's see if it starts heating up. I'm just going to put this off to the side. Okay, we filled it up to the line. I don't feel anything yet, but It's okay, we can eat it cold if that goes wrong. And we got this water here. Let's make some of these drinks. So dissolve it into 12 ounces. What's this? 16 ounces. Drink a little bit of it. Of course, this is going to be okay. It's just sugar. And I'll grab another water bottle for the chocolate drink. No sign of life yet. All right, that's delicious. That's fine. So let's see what the brownie looks like in here. That smells okay. The sugar crystallized a little bit, but that sometimes happens before stuff even hits the date. If you buy chocolate at the store. Okay, that doesn't smell great, but we're gonna maybe give it a taste test. All right, let's open the crackers. Now, the crackers are certainly going to be okay. I've never opened one where they've been bad. I love hearing that gush of air when I open this because it's super vacuum sealed. And they usually come out completely unbroken. Perfect. Unfortunately, we no longer have cheese because that cheese was absolutely disgusting. And that's okay, I can eat it without cheese. Maybe we could be crazy and put a little bit of Tabasco sauce on it, if that's even okay. It looks like it's all separated there in the middle of it. It's not even the right color anymore. Salt. Hey, it did actually come with coffee in there. So we got coffee and tea. Ooh. So. Hold up, hold up. It did not come with coffee. Okay, it's for the tea. It came with cream substitute, non-dairy. So it says I'm supposed to put in the tea. That's a little weird. Usually I just put sugar in my tea. That's an interesting one. We'll try that. All right, I gotta go get a couple more bottles of water to mix all this stuff. As far as our meal, yeah, this is not gonna work. There's not even the slightest bit of heat coming out of there. That's definitely expired. At least on the bright side, I don't have to be impatient waiting for my food to cook. So now we'll make up the rest of our drinks. Make a little bit of room to shake them. That smells good. Tea always holds up. All the instant teas that we've done reviews on from like the 70s and 80s, I've never had one fail me yet. And this is non-dairy. Even if it was dairy, it would be okay. We've opened powdered milk, 60 years old, and it was okay. Speaking of that, I have 80-year-old powdered milk coming in the mail at some point. Someone's sending me that to give it a try. Here's the chocolate. Ooh. A lot of it in there. Good thing I drank some. A lot of chocolate in there. Let's try this tea. That tastes good. That actually held up the test of time. That tastes real good, sweet tea. What about this? Looks like chocolate milk. But because it has no milk in it, maybe it's going to be more like that Yoo-hoo drink. Nope. Still tastes like chocolate milk despite being no milk. Let's give the crackers a try. They're not even stale after 30 years. Tastes normal too. Nothing wrong with it. Now this, I'm a little hesitant about this one here. Actually doesn't taste that bad. It smells a bit off. Tastes all right. Yeah, that brownie seems to have held up. I'm just waiting for maybe a possible bad aftertaste. Not really. Not yet, at least. Back over here. It's doing something, but it's definitely expired because you can barely feel anything. Compared to here, this is actually starting to do something now. Yeah. Not really working out. It's not overfilled or anything. If you overfill them, sometimes they don't work properly, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Oh well. Let's see what this looks like inside. Smells all right. Does not look the worst. Looks all right. Okay. That actually smells pretty good. I give that a thumbs up. That definitely stood up the test of time. Okay, that's still very spicy. I can even smell it on my nose. The end's a bit clogged up with a big chunk. Here we go. I think that's still good. It's a little separated, but I think it's still gonna give me a super spice right there. Oh, yep. Yep, there we go. Not that bad either. It's not that spicy. Let's see about this. Oh, wow. It's still moist. It didn't even dry up. That kept good. Look at that. Usually clean up the little bit of spill here from my drink mix. Oop. I'll vacuum that up later. I haven't vacuumed in this room in a few weeks. All right, everyone, here's a close-up look at everything. Still looks pretty good. The parts that look like they're falling apart and are granulated, that's just normal. Pasta typically starts degrading and falling apart. I'm actually amazed how good it still looks. I don't think this has gone through really any freeze and thaw cycles, that being said, because it looks so good. Tabasco sauce had a few chunks in the end of it, but held up. The brownie, I would say, held up. That's normal to have crystallization of anything that's sugary, especially chocolate. You could notice that even before new chocolate from the store hits the date. A lot of people think that's it going bad. Some people think it might even be mold, but that is crystallized sugar. Nothing wrong with it. You can eat that. Crackers held up. Only the peaches went wrong. Everything else tastes pretty good. This heater here had a slow reaction, which is not normal. See, it's now starting to get sudsy in there. I touch it. Not enough to burn me. It's still underperforming, but it is about the temperature of a hand warmer. It's getting there. It's getting hotter. We'll see how it is in another couple minutes. It has a delay to it. All right, Mr. Toilet. We got some more food for you. So I said this stuff is okay, so why am I dumping it? A lot of people are going to ask. Something this old, I'm just not taking that risk with it. When it comes to food poisoning, it's just as it is in the word, poisoning. If you eat a ton of it, if there is something wrong with it, you're going to get very sick. But then it's unlikely if you just taste test it like I did. So for safety, that's why we feed it to the septic bacteria. All right. Look at that, it's like a little raft. All right, everyone, is it going to clog it? Is that cracker enough to hold back that water? Maybe. A couple minutes, it's going to be soft and it won't matter. Yeah, that's not going down. Give it 5 minutes. We'll try flushing it again once it softens up. All right, everyone. Just walking back into the bathroom. That Tabasco sauce is tickling my nose. I can smell it in here. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Those crackers have a bit more integrity than I thought. And that brownie hasn't fallen off the raft yet. I guess 5 minutes wasn't enough. We'll be back in another 20. All right, everyone. I waited a half an hour, so we should be all set. I can even see it buckling and cracking apart on the edges. 1, 2, 3. Even the brownie turned a different color. There we go. There. All right, everyone. This product held up, kinda. It left a lot of weird, funky smells in the house. This room actually still smells like the nasty, rotten cheese. The other room smells like Tabasco sauce, and I can smell this thing right here. So this thing actually got almost hot enough to burn me, but it was pretty weak. And right now, at this point, it's completely burned out. These things release a little bit of gases, so it's fine to do them indoors as long as you're not doing a whole ton. You can definitely smell something in here coming out of this, but it's not going to get to toxic levels unless you're doing like dozens of them at the same time. And I hope today's video was interesting, everyone. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.